Hello, welcome to this week's paint along. Okay, we're going to do some more of the smaller details this week to kind of get those finished up before we move on to doing the rest of the all the rest of this NMM that needs to be done. So we got teeth that we're doing here. Start off with a ruddy flush for shadows. We'll need to do a little bit of touch up on skin. But that's why I write down what was used. And I'll show you the palette I'm working with. This is all the colors I'll need for the eyes, teeth, this tassel, and her little kind of pearl bracelet here. So brown liner, that was just mainly for the eyes. This would be used probably maybe for the highest highlight of the teeth, depending how pearly white we want those to be, as well as for the little shiny glint in the eyes. And we got, like I said, Ruddy Flush was the shadow for all of that. And then here we got a mix of Ruddy Flush, Desert Stone. Here it's just pretty much Desert Stone with, well, there might be, I think they might have put a drop of Cairn Stone in. And this is a drop of Desert Stone with 3 or 4 drops of Cairn Stone. And I will show you the bottle so you can see the SKUs. This is specifically a Pathfinder paint, so even though it does not have a 9 in front, it's not a special edition paint other than the fact that it's Pathfinder paint. It's licensed Pathfinder paint, basically. So we'll go through, kind of bring these up. Probably cover most of that shadow since we want these to actually be pretty light in color, because we're going to go for pearls. This is not ideal. I have this thin down to be used for layering up on the tassel, teeth, and such. Just not the ideal consistency for doing eyes. So I made sure to, at least for the most part, leave some of that dark brown showing to kind of be a line of sorts. And I just have to go over it more than once. If you're not very skilled at brush control, I definitely recommend to have a whole separate pool that is at the right consistency to make it easy so that you don't have to be doing multiple layers like I'm doing tonight. This is the Desert Stone color. The one I used on the eye was actually the one that is mostly Karen Stone. with really thick sculpted strands like this. It's really good when you get to this highlight to kind of do, if you can at least do like 2 or 3 kind of finer lines like I did over here. So it'll kind of help with sell that a little bit more, that it's a tassel. Okay, now back to the eyes. And just do like little dabs. You don't need to try and get it done right all in one go. I think this is definitely a sculpt that says she is looking straight ahead here, the direction she's facing. So we put the pupil kind of right in the middle. If you want her looking off to one side or other, you put it more to the side, and you want then this one to also be towards the same side. Otherwise, they'll look cross-eyed, or like they have a lazy eye. And she strikes me as someone who has really good teeth. And now for that little glint in the eye, just a teeny tiny pure white dot. There you go. You can get away without doing that, especially since here we didn't do any like, well, I guess, oh, gonna stop myself there. We did do illusion type stuff because we got the NMM. So, if you're needing to fake the glint in the eye, then you need to then also not fake the NMM. Because otherwise you'll have something, because you'll want to use the gloss sealer on the eye then. But then that's basically giving your eye something real to look at. And so that might mess up the illusion of gold NMM down here. I'm gonna just kind of do a little more work on this tassel. I'm just going to go ahead and make a glaze. Not entirely satisfied with the tassel. See if a glaze will help. And just make sure you have a clean brush. You're able to clean your brush real quick and wick away where you don't want it, and keep it from pooling as well, so you don't end up with a kind of a coffee green stain of sorts. It's a little hard to tell if that's actually meant to be teeth or if I got onto the lower lip here. Here we go. Got some pearls, not curls. Pearls done, the tassel, and then teeth and eyes. So now all we have left are the lamp and the sword, and then of course the base. So stay tuned for next week. Bye.